All right, there we go. All right. I can see it this time. Interesting. Just share the new one. Okay, cool. For some reason, you guys wasn't coming on in the chat or wasn't showing this on there either. Hey, correct answer. A is on the roll. Correct. For some reason, I couldn't see you. Couldn't see anybody in the comments and stuff. So hopefully everybody comes. I'll have to let me get this. Make sure it's shared on my Facebook page. Remove that one. Yes, remove that one. Is that one there? Okay. Jason missed call. Okay. Hopefully he wakes up. All right. Get it back here. Send it to Cyber and send it to See-Through. All right. All right. All right. We got Louise again. Okay. Mustang. Melissa. We wait for Melissa and all of them and stuff. So someone already say on the roll already. Louise, are you saying it's on the roll also? All right. We'll go ahead and start again here. All right. Everybody's correct. Let's find out. All right. Got it. Attitude is the measurement of what? Longitude is the measure of what? Altitude. Oh. I'm not thinking very well tonight. All right. So what's your answers? Height. Okay. Speed up the camera. The video of mine. A little behind. D, height. Okay. All right. Anybody else? All right. Answer is. All right. We got it. All right. So which wing being shared its name with a type of light sponge cake? Which winged being shared its name with the type of light sponge cake? Angel cake. Okay. Louise. You say the same thing, Louise? Angel cake. Okay. Go ahead and answer. It is. Let's see here. Yep. Which young female animal is known as a filly? Filly. Which young female animal is known as a filly? I'm still behind. Horse. Okay. Where's Melissa? We lost Melissa. Let me see if I can find Melissa. Hold on. Let's send her the link to her. Oh, shoot. No, go back. No, I don't want that. Where's Melissa? Maybe I can send it Melissa again. There it is. Where's Melissa? All right, there we go. I sent to Melissa. And let's see here, make sure Christy. Oh, come on, no. Where's Christy? Can't find Christy. Okay, so I need to. Maybe that's why. Trash. All right. Had the other one up still. All right, maybe that's why. People getting confused. All right, there you go. I had the other one still up. All right, so it is horse. That is correct. Which German car manufacturer produced the Beetle? Which German car manufacturer produces the Beetle? Man, my thing is real slow. VW. Yes, we all know it's a VW. All right, Volkswagen. Next question. Which city NFL team does not have alternative name? Which city NFL team does not have an alternative name? Is it Buffalo, Seattle, Jacksonville, or Baltimore? You're phoning a friend, Mustang or reindeer course. I don't know. I would think it would be Baltimore. So, which city NFL team does not have an alternative name? I think it's Baltimore. Baltimore. You think it's Baltimore? Mustang says Buffalo. Well, let's go with Buffalo then. Okay, let's go with Buffalo then. All right. Baltimore. I was right. We made it to 1,000. All right. So we'll start all over. So I was right. Baltimore and stuff. Yep. So we'll start all over. All right. Let's start all over. Which is the largest type of whale? Green whale, pink whale, blue whale, or orange whale? C, blue. Okay. Mustang. Blue. All right. I believe is the blue whale. It's turning green. All right. We got it. Which of these is the name of a U.S. state? Which of these is the name of a U.S. state? My thing's not up ahead. I'll just have to watch it on StreamYard. There we go. North Carolina. I sure do think of that one. That is, we don't have East Virginia or South Georgia or West Kansas. How many holes are there in a standard golf course? How many holes are there in the standard golf course? Oh, you missed some. We had to restart again. The restream part on and out, the restream wasn't working very well, so got on the StreamYard side. So everybody says we got 12 to 15, 18, and then 4. Of course, she's joking. All right, let's do 18. All right, yes, it's flashing green. Which of these was a suburban monk assassinated in 1916? Which of those was a suburban monk assassinated in 1916? Now we all know. You hear that, Jason? You got fired from Mustang. You're sleeping on the job. Rasputin. Yes, that is correct. It is Rasputin. Waiting for Jason to answer the question. Make sure he gets his little answer in there. Jason, what is it? Yeah, we already had a troll too already. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and answer since Jason, you're taking too long. We all know it's Rasputin. All right. What is this variety of which fruit? Cardoni. Cardoni. Which fruit is that? What is Cardoni? What is Cardoni? Is a variety of which fruit? Grapes. Grapes. Are you behind, Jason? I think you're behind. Move up your thing. I think you're behind. Okay, so the answer is grapes is correct. All right, on to the next one. $2,000 question. Which of these are a telethon event? Which of these validation on the telethon event? Which one? Is it strongman, steelman, Ironman, or He-Man? Iron Man, He-Man, Iron Man. Okay, let's find out. 2 says Iron Man. Iron Man is correct. Way to go. All right, next question is a $4,000 question. We'll only lose 1,000. Which is not a recognized breed of a cat? Which is not recognized breed of a cat? Japanese, okay. Japanese, all right. We're all saying Japanese. Okay, let's find out. Uh-oh. There we go. It is Japanese. Trying to scare me right there on that question. All right, on to the next question. Where is the village of Brost, the largest place name in the UK? Where is the village that Brost, the largest place name in the United Kingdom? Well, this is where See-Through would come through. Where is he? He must be doing something. Wales? Okay. Wales? All saying Wales? All right, let's find out. Where's Wales? Yes, it is Wales. Correct. Next question, $16,000 question here. Which animal is not marsupial? Yeah, which animal is not a marsupial? Oh, it has 28. Oh, okay. That's the town called, Jason? Did he get it right? Wackadoodle, did Jason get the name right? Koala. Okay, we got two C's and a koala. Let's find out. There, yes. Wackadoodle and Jason got it correct. All right, we're going to the $32,000 question. How were the singing duo Moore and Pratt better known? Moore and Platt is better known. So, what is Moore and Platt better known for? Simon and Garfunkel. Okay. Jason, Doodle. B. What? Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's find out. So, Moore and Pratt, better known as what? Sonny and Cher. Well, we'll go ahead and push Sonny and Cher. I don't think that's the correct one. I believe it's Don and Philip. Let's see what happens. Sam and Dave. Okay, so we're all wrong. We got $1,000 out of that whole thing. Okay, let's move on to another new game. Since we got Jason here finally. On which part of the body is a mustache traditionally grown? Which part of the body is a mustache traditionally grown? Who is Sam and Dave? We'll find out. Oh, there are American Soul and um, R&B duo. That's who they are. Sam Moore was born in 1935, and then Dave Pratt was born in 1937 and died in 1988. And Sam Moore just died in 2025. So he is the longest survivor of those two duel and stuff. Yeah, he was. So yeah, Sam Duel was what it is. So, on which part of the body is a mustache traditionally grown? All right. We'll get A, which A is correct. So we got $100. 200. Which is mixed with vodka to make Bloody Mary? Which is mixed with vodka to make Bloody Mary? Is it grape juice, orange juice, tomato juice, or beet juice? Which one? Tomato juice should be the right answer. That's how Bloody Mary is made. Tomato juice. Jason? All right, we're going to answer. Jason, are you behind him? All right. What might be used by audience to express displeasure? What might be used by audience to express displeasure? Answer. Cat Colby. All right. And let's see. Sterling Green. So we got it right. A direct flight to Japan to Peru would cross which ocean? A direct flight from Japan to Peru would cross which ocean? Pacific. Okay. It is correct. Pacific. Which name is given to the main supporter of duelists? Which name is given to the main supporter of duelists? Is it seconds, minutes, hours, or days? Seconds. Okay. Seconds. All right. Correct. Seconds. All right. On to the next one. $2,000 question. What is the national sport of Japan? Oh, that's easy. Sumo wrestling. That's the national sport of Japan. Sumo wrestling. All right, we're all saying the same thing. All right, $4,000 question. How many U.S. universities make up one Ivy League? How many U.S. university makes up the one Ivy League? Anyone? Okay, Jason says 8. C, same thing. Okay, cool. Yep, 8. Cool. $8,000 question. Which island country was formerly called Ceylon? Which country was formerly called Ceylon? Sri Lanka. I think it's Sri Lanka. I think it's Sri Lanka. D. I think it's Sri Lanka Mustang. Let's find out. Yeah. All right. Got another one correct. Cool. $16,000 question. Which Central America country lies between Honduras and Costa Rica? Which Central American country lies between Honduras and Costa Rica? Guatemala. It's between Panama, since it's between Central America, Honduras, and Costa Rica. It should be Guatemala. I believe it's Guatemala. Nicaragua? You say Nicaragua? Don't know. Okay, let's find out. Everybody says C. Oh, correct. C. C it was. $32,000 question. Which of these people would normally use krill? Which of these people would you normally use acrylic? B. Okay, everybody says B. All right, let's find out. Nope, angler. I thought it would be angler. Oh, we got $1,000. One more around the game, and that will be the rest of the night, so I can call my mom back. All right, let's play. Which of these people is mostly likely to use a chisel in his work? Well, we know it would be a sculpture. It would be B. Okay, Wilson B. All right. What name is given to a race in which the two leaders finish at exactly the same moment? It would be called dead heat. It's what it would be called dead heat. That's what they're called dead heat. All right. Which of these is a dry grape? It would be raisin. It would be a dry grape. It would be a raisin. Yep, everyone's got that correct. All right. Which of these words is used to mean increase in the price of commodities or service? Which one? Yep, good old reasons. Between raisins and grapes makes wine. Grapes makes wine, and grapes makes raisins. Hike. The price hike. Yep, that is correct. Which of those is another name for a robot? I say B. All right. Correct. B. 2000 question. Which European capital name was incorporated into the name of a military pack in 1955? Which European capital name was incorporated into the name of the military pack in 1955? D. Okay. Yep, it would be Warsaw. That is correct. It will be Warsaw. $4,000 question. Which fraction of 1 pound is an ounce? A. A. Okay. All right. It is A. All right. All right. $8,000 question. Sikorbi Zinkarba is an island off the coast of which country? Or which continent? Zanzibar. Zanzibar. There we go. South America. I say South America. Got Asia. We have Africa. Okay. Let's see, Jason. All right. Yes, it's Africa. Cool. Which of these was number one hit for Frankie and Nancy Sinatra? Which of these numbers was number one hit for Frankie and Nancy Sinatra? It would be A. That's the only one that will make sense. Something Lovely. That would be A. Something Lovely. Let's see. Okay. C, Jason. All right. We'll find out. I think it's A. Okay, C then. I was wrong. All right, on to $32,000 question. Which creature lives in a fornicary? That's a good one. I could do. Worms, okay. Worms. Guessing, okay. Jason? All right. I would think it'll be ants. But see what Jason's got. Jason, where'd you go? D? Okay. Jason says D. We'll find out. To me, I think it'll be ants. Yep, ants. They're mounds. They're ant mounds and stuff. So, yep, I was right. It's ant mounds, or we're ant mounds. So hey, thanks for all coming. I know we had a lot more people on the other channel until it wasn't showing anything. You couldn't see anything. But glad Jason came. Mustang, Wackadoodle, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Thanks. Bye.